What's up, people? This is Abraham Walker, Ask A Walker, your Northern Virginia real estate agent, and this is your fall 2023 buyer's guide. So we have a couple points we're going to walk you through that should help you become successful at securing a home in the fall winter season. I know this video is being released in July, early August, before the fall season. You got to get ready for this season. Things in Northern Virginia move very quickly. Before we begin, when you're ready to start your real estate journey, whether that's buying a home, selling a home, or investing in real estate, click on the link in the description to fill out your perfect home questionnaire. After you complete the form, we will schedule a time to meet online via Zoom to answer any and all of your real estate questions. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for future videos about relocating to the Northern Virginia area. First up, you gotta stop worrying about your lease, okay? Too many people come to my buyer consultation through our YouTube channel, thank you very much, and they don't really know much about their lease. They know when it ends. There's some information you just need to know about your lease that will help you be more confident moving forward. So go and check your lease, go download it from the website that maybe your apartment complex has it on, or go drum it up or find it in the drawer, wherever you stuffed it at, and check for a couple things. First of all, we need to know, what are the terms of the lease? Is your lease a multi-year lease with an automatic extension? Does your lease contain a early termination fee? What is that early termination fee? And how much notice are you supposed to give to your landlord before you terminate your lease? In some month-to-month leases, you still have to give 60-day notice on that month-to-month lease. Once you know these important points, you can now make an informed decision. Too many people come to me and they don't know if they can terminate the lease. They don't know how much it costs to terminate the lease. And then they're saying, you know what, I want to wait to buy a house until the end of my lease, which may not be necessary. We had a client a couple years ago who was looking in Falls Church for $650,000 properties. And at that time, you could buy a single family home in Falls Church for that price point. We lost out on a couple deals and they were coming to their lease renewal. Well, they renewed their lease and they stopped looking. Come back the next year, single family homes in Falls Church have now jumped, at least the type of properties they were looking at, now has jumped about $50,000 to $75,000. So they were priced out of the market. That's why you can't let a $5,000 lease termination fee hold you back from buying a property, because you may not be able to afford that property in the future. Another thing you want to consider when you're going into this fall home buying season is you may have already lost out on a couple homes in the spring, summer season because it's a competitive market, but every home is different. So you can't stop looking. You can't stop searching. Every lot location is different. So where the home is situated in the community, the size of the lot is going to be different, whether or not you have a home that's located in a cul-de-sac. So you have a lot of, or a little front yard with a large backyard, or if it's a corner lot where you have no backyard, but you have a large front yard, the size of the unit could be different, whether or not you have a finished basement. Some of these single family homes jump in price so much that they no longer include a finished basement after a year or so of appreciation. The layout could be different as well. Some townhouses have full bathrooms in the basement, some have powder rooms, some have no bathroom, some have the washer and dryer on the basement level, some of them have it on the bedroom level. There's different types of upgrades. Some homeowners put a lot of stuff in their house, a lot of quality things in their house. Some homeowners do no upgrades. The prices can appreciate to the point where the following year you can only afford a property that doesn't have upgrades. Also, we have more willing sellers. So these are individuals who are okay with working a deal. These are people who are okay with trying to negotiate and be more understanding. In Northern Virginia, deals will be made in the third and fourth quarter. I say this every year. I want to keep reminding you, you cannot take a break right now. Most buyers take breaks at the end of summer and between Halloween to New Year's. If you've been struggling to buy a house all this year, or maybe you have a low down payment, or maybe you have a financing, or you're using financing that's less than desirable, end of summer between Halloween to New Year's is your time to jump on an opportunity. Quarter three, quarter four sellers are much more motivated. Think about it like this. These are individuals who know that we sell properties in the springtime for more money than any other season, and they missed that opportunity. Not only did they miss that opportunity, they're not even waiting for the next spring season. So these people are very motivated. You're going to be able to find yourself somebody who wants to make a deal if you stay in the market. When you're moving from a less competitive market like the one we see at the end of winter, all spring, and early summer, you want to have most of your research done. And what I mean by that is you need to know what lender you're going to be using. Not only do you need to know what lender you're going to be using, you need to have all of your documents already ready so that when we find a house, we can jump on it as soon as possible. We use one lender on our team where they can get the appraisal done in the first week of being under contract. You don't know how huge that is to start the negotiation process of having an appraisal done that quickly, but it's challenging if you don't have your documents already in order. Also, when it comes to research, you need to know, are schools important? If they are important, how are you rating schools? Are you using great schools? Are you using niche.com? Are you using public school review? Are you using US News? There's a plethora of websites you can use to rate schools and to isolate the ones that you want to target. Already have that research done. If you're commute sensitive, right? So these are individuals who are sticklers about only having a 30-minute or a 45-minute commute, then you should already have some communities that you want to target, and your agent can assist you with finding other communities that would meet your criteria. By now, you should have some no-go communities. These are areas you do not want to live in. You should also have some no-go property types. At this time in the game, you should not be looking at condos, townhouses, and single-family homes. There should be some property types that you know you want to target, and that's your go-to property, okay? Since we get a lot of people who reach out to us for new construction advice, I wanted to let you know at the end of the year, we're going to see a lot of incentives from the large builders. Right now, Toll Brothers already has some interest rate incentives. Pulte Homes, Dries Homes, and Cahovania all have a credit that they're allotting to buyers, anywhere from $20,000 to $39,000, depend on the builder. If you're going to get the best deal though, the best deals to be had in new construction are going to be the quick move-ins. These are spec homes. These are homes that have already been built. The design center phase has already been completed. All of the items in the property have already been selected. The builder really wants to sell this property quickly and move on with their construction schedule. Be sure you don't sleep on those quick move-ins. We've had clients who jumped on quick move-ins and they were in their new property within 45 days. 45 days, people, for a new construction property. Before we move to the next segment, I want to remind you, when you're dealing with new construction properties, please check the incentive before you make the offer. Sometimes a lender or a builder will offer you a $20,000 credit, but that's only if you go through their builder, and only if you use certain loan products, and only if you qualify. If you're making an offer thinking that you're going to get this lump sum of money, but you don't qualify, you need to know those details up front so you can be prepared for that when it's time to close on the property. The last thing I want to remind you to do this fall, winter season 2023 in Northern Virginia is don't stop looking, right? We stop looking once you're in your home. Please do not take a break. If you take a break, don't take too long of a break. Most people sell their properties after living in them for 7 to 11 years. So giving up 1-2 years to find your 7 to 11 year property is well worth it. I don't want you to get priced out of this market with rising interest rates and also rising home prices. You do not want to get priced out of the market just because you took a few months off or a year off to get your thoughts together. Now that you're ready to buy a home in the fall winter season, check out this next video about the home buying process on the screen right now. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.